Welcome everyone to another episode of Beckon Weekly Draw Stream. I'm Jeremy. It's up. What's up? Your chat. I'm Jeremy. What's up, Collision Bomb? How you doing? Yeah. Oh yes, I'll say hi as you guys get in here. What's going on? Hope everyone's week's been all right. It's almost over. Well, it's over technically. I guess everyone's home now. Should be getting home on your way home. But yeah, I've been home working on the new page. So taking it all to the face. So that's what we're doing right now. As you guys jump in, like I said, I'll say what's up, but I've been kind of on a roll moving through this page quickly. I've got this is the panel I'm currently working on at the moment. I've kind of been jumping around. I kind of get the on this page, I'm getting the super detailed stuff kind of done. I did some fabrics to kind of get a lot of the work, the busy work stuff. And then I've got into this one. I'm like, make it gross, make it disgusting. I'm like, heck yeah. So, oh, what's up, Shadow Punk? How you doing, dude? Yeah, the greatness. The insanity, kind of. And I have a weird feeling about this shape here, this little beard cuff on that last page. Oh, yeah, which I'll show you guys. I didn't open that up yet. Didn't have that ready. There's Tepestro wears one of these cuffs on the back of his hair mane. And that last page I was working on, which I'm about to show, it shows the underside of those cuffs. So I was like, ooh, maybe this is another opportunity in this page where I can like just change the position of Sarfagan's beard cuff so we can see a little bit more at underside. But yeah, here's the finished page. So this is the greatness. Mwah! Let me see, make sure I'm not cutting off too much on the sides. Try to get it framed up in here. But yeah, that's it. Super stoked to have that done, and we moving along. I may come back to it, getting everything together. I was over on Wesley Edwards' channel, and we were talking about my process that you guys have seen, that you guys generally watch. And I know it's kind of nuts to think it's super inconvenient for all of those layers, but I can change anything right now. Joe actually had an eyeball on it for me, and then checked something that it did look off, but I didn't see it. But that listening to that kind of criticism allows you to improve things that they didn't pose as an opportunity before I was forced to kind of change it if I wanted to be on a technical correct, situation. It's more like I don't think the anatomy was off pending on the angle of what was happening, but it still was kind of an eyesore in a sense. So I needed to kind of accept that, think through it, and found a really neat way of just improving everything. So, listen to people when they're giving you that fresh eye. But yeah, that's that page right now. Super stoked. Yeehaw. Moving on though to here. So yeah. That's what. Oh, what's up, Creators Outlet? How you doing, sir? Good to see you, Will. Yeah. So yeah, we're working on the disgusting panel right now. So I'm trying to get slime everywhere. Last night on How's It Hanging with me and Dwight kept calling these tentacles buttholes the way they look. So it's a lot of alien, like it's obviously alien stuff, but I wanted to make it look, kind of grotesque and, make you get that weird, feeling. This is disgusting. Now, what are things like your crazy slimes, or what do they call it? Your alien goo slimes. What is it? The Thing? Isn't The Thing like one of those? I forget what people call them. Slime molds. That's what it is. Slime molds. They're always like, oh, it's like a sentient slime mold. Yeah, it's kind of what's going on. But I just wanted to look creepy. Bio horror. You know, you kind of think Geiger, H.R. Geiger, H.R. Giger, however you want to pronounce it. The dude that developed the Alien for the Alien movies. He did the concept and the Alien design for the whole like thing. Oh, what's up, Wesley? Yeah, guys, go check out Wesley's channel. He interviews a bunch of creators right now, so go check it out. And thank you, Collision Bond, for letting people know. Go check out that prototype. But yeah, H.R. Giger was the Alien guy. It's sad because I think what was it, like Alien 3? I think is what it was. He totally kind of got, taken off of the project or swindled out of it. It's like, no. And then he passed away. And it's like, there. But the guy's art was definitely something that a lot of artists know, and it creeped him out when you saw it the first time. Although his subject matter is more sensual, I'm just going for that strange, like, kind of the dangerous of the unknown, Canny Valley. So egg sacs protruding from these things that we would be like, that all, yeah, that's but what's that? Oh, heck yeah, yes. Snack that, like, get subscribed. Snack it, y'all. Munch on it. That's what I got to do after I get off the stream tonight, is think about what I'm doing for dinner. I haven't figured it out yet. I did pretty good lunch. It was pretty gnarly. But yeah, Pink Floyd shirt, heck yeah. Yeah, Giger's just gnarly, dude. Definitely was dealing with some demons he had. I don't know that much about his young wife, but yeah, dude. Definitely one of those artists that I don't know if anyone wants to do that kind of stuff much anymore. I mean, the Alien franchise pretty much took with it. But biotech, tattoos, dude, that's always gonna be there. But that aesthetic and how like horrific he was able to kind of paint these things, it was gnarly. All right, trying to get good blends of these crosshatches because I wanted to go gross, but then I started making these blood egg sacs swelling in the sides of the the thing here. So I think I wanted to get Sarfagan's lower grill figured out, so I may just jump right over there. We're going. What the heck? Why has it got a... I don't know. I wonder if my YouTube censors you guys. I don't know what's going on. It's just me on here. I'm drawing. I'm seeing one comment in the StreamYard. I don't know. YouTube's weird, dog. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys been doing good. Hope you guys staying creative. A friend of mine started saying they're starting to write. I saw my old boss a few weeks ago. I think it was last weekend. And he's like, yeah, I'm still writing. So, I mean, do we have to have a pandemic to get nutty and creative? I say nay. Every day you're not creating is a pandemic. Ah. All right, now my cheese is out. I'm working on monkey cheese right now. Yeah, Wesley, the comment you made just before this one, I see it on my StreamYard, but it's not showing up on my YouTube. It's weird. But I don't know. But yeah, smack it, dude. Smack. Melmac touch. If you guys are Al fans, you know, smacking the monitors, how you fix a computer back in the 90s. Now you have to get Geek Squad to get mad enough to do it again. You know, to smack it anyway. Freaking no. Did you update to Windows 10? I don't know. Is Geek Squad even a thing anymore? I don't remember. Something tells me that was definitely a Y2K thing. I haven't heard of Geek Squad in like 25. No, not that long. Now I'm being stupid. It's been like, what, 10, 12 years since I heard of Geek Squad. I'm sure they still call it that, but who calls it? I don't know. Grandma. My son said I'm doing things wrong. That's right. My grandson tells me I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Oh man, who's that guy that scams the scammers? Pierogi. That guy. He does a really good old man impression. He says it's based off of, I think he said it was based off his granddad. But dude, he's got it down. Oh, he scams the scammers on YouTube. You guys see that, dude? Got to do a stream with Ironheart Comics, but I will jump back on next time. Fun hanging out with you. You too, man. Guys, again, go check out Wesley's channel. And if you're a creator and you're looking for a place to have a good chat and show some stuff off, go check him out. Hit him up. He's on the Twitters, the Twitterages. Check him out. Ooh. I am trying to figure out. Okay, I put some textures in places. I don't know. I'm all right. I'm all right. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm working on his grill. Oh, so something else for a few of you 90s kids. It popped in my head today, and every time this thing pops up in my head, I always want to be like, oh dang, I gotta go check YouTube or the internet and see if anyone's, saved any footage from that time. There's this old game show for kids. Well, it wasn't really a game show. It was more like it was a staged thing, but it was in, oh gosh, what was it? I think it's American martial arts competition, but it was called Masters. It was like Mortal Kombat, but like a game show that young kids could watch. But they were, I think it's like excellent now that I checked it out again and was like seeing what it was like. And dude, if you're like coming up in acting and you want to be like an action star or something, back in the 90s, this had to be awesome. to start getting into. But they had like the Dragon Championship belt and stuff. I was just like, oh no, this is nutty. I think that's what it was. Oh man, I don't remember what it was called. Nope, that's not it. WMAC, World Martial Arts Competition. So yeah, it was nuts. Oh, hey Mo Biggs, how you doing? Good to see you, sir. And music is gone. But yeah, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Yeah, like I was talking about this old 90s show called Masters. It was a game show for kids. You get to see, yeah, it was like Mortal Kombat. So it was pretty neat. If you guys are interested, like they would take these two competitors. There's a little storyline happening in the background. I guess this is before the UFC like TV show, but of course all this is just they're fake fights, they're staged. But for stunt fighting, for training like that, you're coming up in the movie business. I'm sure this was an awesome show to be on. They made action figures of these guys, like I said, a championship belt. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Some of the stuff they did, I was back when I was watching it, I was doing Taekwondo. So it was like, as a kid, you're like, oh my God, so cool. But yeah, guys, go check it out if you like old martial arts 90s stuff. Again, it's for kids. But yeah, it's this show where they would have logos on their belts. Yeah. If they beat some dude, they got his logo. Yeah, and then it gets added to the championship belt. Yeah, that was it, Mo. Oh, yeah. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one who remembers that or was the only one that was watching it. I've got one. I'm from Kentucky. I've got another one. Tough Tracks. Does anyone remember Tough Tracks? Ugh. That's monster trucks, man. Yeah, I watched a couple episodes back in the day. Yeah. I didn't know it was called Masters. I was like, oh, whoa, all right, yeah. That's I thought it was like kung fu or martial, like it said, World Martial Arts Competition. But yeah, I totally went blank on it until I looked it back up. I was like, oh dang. Oh man, what was I just talking about? Whoops. Might just need to get back to the drawing. Yeah. A couple episodes back in the day. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Tough Tracks. That's what it. See. Hold on. I find my way. Find my way. Yeah, it was the Monster Truck Show. Yeah. Man, I don't know how long it ran. It was like 1990. I remember watching, I think in 80, 89 or something. I would have been like 3 years old though. Yeah, old Tough Tracks. Micro Machines. Oh, dude, and Monster Trucks. It was just glory days of action figures and monster trucks. Oh, buddy of mine, no Gravedigger guy. So, like, they know him on a professional level. It's pretty cool. It's like, whoa. I sat in your truck's tire when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure it's a different driver. It can't be the same old geezer in there spitting tobacco out of it. But like I said, my favorite was USA 1. I still have some Micro Machines. Didn't they like get bought out? They're gone now, right? It's just Hot Wheels. Right? Hot Wheels win. Micro Machine. I don't know. I think after the show Jackass, Micro Machines and Hot Wheels must have started second guessing some stuff. The Micro Machines man is the only person who could outdone Kimasabi. Yeah, Kimasabi kind of rolls when he can he? Whoa. Hey, how you doing, Shrek? Good to see you again, man. Hope you're doing well too, dude. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, Kimasabi can go. What is it? Him and Dean. I know Dean's been comics made over there. I know he's been posting some video clips, I guess, from their live streams or pre-records. I'm not sure just yet, but it's funny. Comment. Because, yeah, Kimasabi can really roll. Trying to find. Yeah, guys. Go over here, get Comics Mate some more subscribers, guys. He's what are the shorts? I think that's what I keep looking for. Oh, dude, that reminds me. Dean, my buddy that I trained with for the sword stuff back in the day. He's doing the old Highlander, Duncan MacLeod. Gosh, what's the actor's name? Crap, I forget. But the old TV Highlander has these sword training things. They get a bunch of people to go out to these historic areas and do a couple sword moves with some bokens and practice swords. But you're doing it with the guy. Oh gosh, I can't believe I'm going blank on his name. But yeah, apparently a really nice dude. Next time they're coming around up there in Kentucky area, they come down to Tampa sometimes too. But yeah, like my buddy did it. It was awesome. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'd go check out the Highlander. That was one of Dean's recent videos. It was it's totally hyped about the new Highlander announcement. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little Henry Cavilled out. Or Jim Caviezel. No, that's a different one. Nah, I'm a little Henry Cavill out, but whatever. His sword play in The Witcher was great. I did enjoy it. I just hope they don't make the sword play super cheesy. And trust me, they can't get any worse than the TV series. That was pretty bad. But I don't know. I really like that that the people that did John Wick are going to be doing it. That's what Dean was kind of hyped up about. It's like, dude, yeah, if you did John Wick, you're going to be doing Highlander. There's going to be some cool freaking moves that we're going to be able to see. I remember one move from one of the movies. I think it was Endgame, where it's let's see. Here's this crazy ass move where you cross up guard, but in the same motion, you kind of bring their weapon basically back down onto your shoulder, and it gives them this thought in their instinct to push in, but there's no leverage. So with your offhand, you can literally gain some control with your elbows and come in. It's already the weapon's already cocked back, so you ring their bell real quick. But in the Highlander, it was a decapitation move. But it's I'm interested in what they're going to be doing for the show. I still can't believe I can't remember that actor's name. I was just talking about it with my buddy Hunter. Crap. Had Adrian Paul. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Mo. Appreciate you. I should have Googled it. I appreciate it. See, chat's got your back. Just trust in chat. Yes, Adrian Paul. He is getting up in his age now, and I believe he started doing some YouTube channels. God, goodness, what is it? I know the one where Hunter is actually featured in. I think it was the Bowling Green Corvette Museum. This happened after the whole happened. What are those things called anymore? The big holes. Just all of a sudden the ground falls out from under you. But sinkholes. So I'm sorry. It's coming. It's Adrian Sword Experience. Yeah, Dean, if you're into stuff like that, this is it. The Sword Experience is his channel is Adrian Paul's channel for I guess for his thoughts and everything. But like I said, he does these he did Indiana, Pittsburgh. Where's the one in Kentucky? Bowling Green, Arizona. So he's been doing them a lot. That's good. Knoxville. So he's doing a lot of everywhere. Dang it. Where's the Winter Hunters in? It's somewhere. But I've shown it on stream before. But if you guys are real big Highlander fans, go check it out. It's pretty cool. It's cool that he's going around doing it. I don't know if it's super advanced stuff. Hunter said it wasn't at all. In fact, Hunter was used to kind of help out, do some things, to kind of help out the team over there. He said that's why he was featured in some of the video marketing material. But still pretty cool. Be like, yeah, I kind of goofy larked train with the real Highlander. I don't know. One day I might do it. But yeah, Dean was psyched. I was like, oh, crap. So, wanted to let him know that thing's out there. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe Adrian Paul, as cheesy as it is there giving the lesson, but his boken has the dragon, handle. So it's like, that one that's on those $25 katanas at the flea market. Swap meet, whatever you guys call them. Yeah. So much fun. Word to the wise, don't buy those. They're dangerous. They break. Save up your money and get a real one. So yeah, just trying to get this grill done up. I think I have more than enough time to get it done, and then I was going to move over to my my tentacle stuff over there. But we got to stay focused. Yeah, stage fighting, stuff like it. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to get into. And I do believe that's more or less what he's teaching there at the schools is just a form of stage fighting. It's not practical to use any of that stuff. Someone's attacking you with a weapon. Run. Get the hell out of there. But yeah. Still kind of fun, if you have an older brother or a little brother, you could coerce them into going back and forth with you. It's a nice way to handle an argument. As long as no one gets angry, that's the trick. As soon as someone gets angry and get hurt, it's bad. People go to the hospital for that stuff. You know what? Don't do that. On second thought, it's just a bad move. Go get one of the inflatable sumo, outfits. Do that. I don't know. Is there anything constructive anymore? I kind of feel weird. Is laser tag still popular? I don't think it is. Is it? I think like certain places are still holding on by a thread. I think airsoft got more popular there for a minute than paintball. I got a bad joke, so I'm not saying it. Tentacle stuff. That's funny. Nah, so I'm sorry, I don't think I showed. So yeah, I've got one of these denethite tentacles getting him in the face, and we're getting a view of inside that. I gotta put some clamps and muscles in some areas. So yeah, right. That's funny though. I thought about it like yesterday with Dwight calling them buttholes. So it's kind of funny. Just kind of moving with it, I guess. What was I talking about before? Anime tentacle. Thanks, Mo. That's funny. It was a good forehead too, but I just looked up on it. I was, I might need to, sadly enough, get rid of all that. It was good too. Whatever. Gotta do it the right way. So what I'm doing right here is I'm adding a little bit of muscle or the inside of the denethite tentacle, pressing up on his forehead. I wasn't catching that earlier, but you can see clearly right there it comes pretty low down on his brow. So I need to kind of have this attachment there. Oh, what's up, Crazy Matt? Good to see you, bro. Heck yeah. Good to see you. Welcome, sir. Welcome. We're talking Highlander, Adrian Paul, some if you like doing a little bit of the weebness and getting out your wooden katana. I think they provide them there, like they sell them. Yeah, because I think he'll autograph them for you. The one I have is not wooden; it's a plastic composite. Same material that my dog's boomerangs are made of. I've had it since I was like 16, and never wore out on me or snapped. His boomerangs, on the other hand, those snap like crazy. One day I gotta sneak one over here because if he sees one, it's over. I've got them put up because of his teeth, but they're the size of my arm. They're the cold steel Billabong boomerangs. But yeah, fun stuff. You throw those hard enough, those nuts. They're throwing sticks, to be technically correct. They don't return to you. But if they hit you, it hurts. Pretty bad. It's like getting whacked with a nunchuck or whacking yourself with a nunchuck, except it's a blade. It's a plastic blade. But ouch. Getting this guy's dental record set up. Put some shades in the right places. So yeah, I've been making a lot of prediction accidents. Dwight was talking some stuff. I was like, oh, so how about them Bears? Or no, I said Lions, didn't I? Yeah, how about them Lions? And I believe it's the Lions. Didn't they just win their first football championship or something like that in like 30 years? I was like, look, Dwight. I don't know. It's crazy out there. It's crazy. It's an old joke. I think Home Improvement is where I heard that. Like Tim's always like, oh, how about them Lions? Because they're in Detroit. Jeremy's got those 90s jokes that only 90s kids get. The new kids are like, dude, This guy's insane. What the hell is he talking about? Everyone knows that one. No, I can't get away with that. Right now, I'm a dentist. The Lions will never beat the Niners. Oh, dude, there were some crazy Niners fans in California, believe it or not, where I was living in Carlsbad and Oceanside. Lot of 49er fans. Oh, yeah. And one of the neatest things about living out there, the way I was doing it, I was basically just doing my day job at Staples, and then when I'd get off work, I would walk or bicycle from that Staples down to the beach and just basically hang out all along that. And then I found out the train went from Oceanside to San Diego, and it was like, I think it's a hour and 45-minute train ride, but you could drink on it, so you could go buy a beer and just go get on the train and just sit there and ride along the coast the whole way. Spend all your time walking around in San Diego, which was a very clean city. A lot of street performers too down by the harbor. And you'd see like sword swallowers and fire jugglers and stuff. And the train ticket was like $8, and it covered all day, and you could stop in any of the stops in between. But I think there was like four stops. But dude, 49er fans everywhere. The Delray Fair, or Del Mar, was it Del Mar Fair? Went to that thing. It's a lot of sword saw. Yeah, right. It's funny. So, a lot of sword swallowers, San Francisco too, I hear. That's funny. It was a wild time. Let's try to test out what I could really figure out there. And then I get a call from Joe. Hey, we need concept artists. Cool. I've been in Florida ever since. Redneck heaven. Heck yeah. So we're moving along. I really was wanting to keep a little bit more speed going on this dentistry, but you're gonna show the teeth, you're gonna do the detail, make it kind of clean, unless they got dirty teeth. I know one of my other characters, I kind of try to keep them a little unkempt looking, a little obsessed looking, you know. So yeah, guys. As far as game story book stuff is concerned, I've got all my notes for my final writing pass before it gets proofread and all that, before going through all that. after I got all my notes basically in order in a proper line. So do I have all the lines specifically written out? Yes, in the majority of the scenes I do. There's certain scenes I'm still kind of gonna try a couple different versions out and see how they play. But I'm pretty confident in where I'm going in this go with it. Video game wise, and talking more to Dwight about certain systems and how to approach them. We're still going to be looking for. If any of you guys watching actually work in programming C++ and in that language and work in Unreal, let us know. We may, not right now, but let us know. We'll get in contact and start communicating with you. We may have a couple things down the way, but yeah, for now we are charting the path forward. Basically getting us out of doing as much as we can to get us totally out of pre-production. And then, finish up the documentation, start hiring some people, help us get this thing completed. And who knows? You guys may see a big update on that sometime. I know the last time I said, "Oh, just wait for the update." Then when we got the update, I'm like, "Ooh, I'm not putting this out." And Dwight agreed with me. It's like, nope. Hold the card. That update, the version of it that's not on scene, with all three characters playable, and the combos and are working, and the enemies are comboing too. It's can't get that stolen. So, and no one's taking the other one either. I'm just saying, it's like we're holding a lot of the cards on that build close to the chest. But these other systems, these are more of the support system loops, kind of back up the main core loop of gameplay. And it plugs up all the holes. No pun, no, not trying to be dirty with that, but the holes in the mechanics themselves. If there's potential for customization or a gameplay mechanic of a sort, within that role play, mechanical sphere, then I think you need to utilize it. First go, if everything succeeds, moving those ideas into like a third dimension, or higher budget type, deeper inputs, deeper involvement or agency for the player. That's always what you want to do. If a mechanic is light and everyone in a game formula people are really into, your next iteration of it's got to be like balls. It's got to show that you really dig into the mechanics of your own game. So getting us out of that pre-production is where we can really start landing down the final designs for the documentation. After that's done, and we get the right help going along the way of the pipeline, we can get there. First and foremost, though, is getting this and the daggers and the crystals and the posters, all that secondary to the book. Getting all that done and shipped to you guys. All the ones that have backed. Thank you all so much. And to Dwight and my family and my friends, like, thank you all for putting up with me and giving me the chance to do it. Oh, we're almost there. Ah. So you guys are awesome. All right. Do a little cheat move. Need to bump up the contrast, bump up the contrast. But hey, here's my cheap way of doing it. Let's kind of duplicate the line on top of the line. Sometimes I've needed to do that because my lines are really soft. And in comic books, you want everything to be pretty clear and bold. And so I kind of go in, soft brush, tamp some stuff down when I'm trying to bring their the contrast up in the line work. Sometimes I don't. I like building up more than doing that. But build up, what I mean is like you can check in an area, like there's a lot of directions happening in here, a lot more than there is here, and it's kind of obvious. But leaving certain things, when you zoom out, when everything shrinks down, it's all creating a texture, the way the light's rolling over the form. So I ain't too worried about it. Yeah. So what is it, Valentine's Day coming up again? Or, another holiday coming up again, being Valentine's Day. Friend of mine went to Walmart. It's like, dude, there's more Valentine's stuff here than there was Christmas. I was like, what the heck could you do with Valentine's Day? Imagine Valentine's Day blow up decorations for your lawn. It'd be nuts. A lot of pooping fans San Francisco too. Yes, there is, crazy man. Yes, there is. Yeah, and that's a problem that's been going on almost. It's been going on for too long. It's not almost too long. It's been going on for a while. I went to San Francisco a couple times for that GDC conference, the Game Developers Conference. Whew. I always make this joke, but Dave Chappelle isn't exaggerating when he says there's nothing tender about the Tenderloin. He's telling the truth. The place was rough. I remember meeting Sam Barlow. He won a couple Game of the Year awards the year I visited, but we were going to that party. It was pretty hard to get tickets to it, and my coworkers didn't go, even though they landed the tickets. I think one of them went to go watch an anime that was in a theater. The other one had a big day, so he was rested. But I went after the award ceremony and walking down that street at night, and then I saw this other dude in a suit, and I recognized him. I was like, dude, that's the guy that just won all those awards. So I talked to him. We walked together to the club. It was pretty cool. Went through the gate. I moved to everyone's house. I was like, yeah, Sam Barlow. We got to the bar, but I was like, all right, have a good night. See you later. I don't think I saw him again that night. But it was a crazy party. Cool DJ. I think that was the year David Bowie died. So what was that, 2016? 2007? I think I went 2015 and 16. So I think that was 2016. I forget. I'm trying to connect too much. But the DJ and them had this crazy like David Bowie tribute to the tribute theme to the whole party aesthetic. That was pretty neat. You sit there, you rub shoulders. Everyone's got like their project games, like party games and stuff, half built. They're just there for people to jump in, competition play. Funny enough, that's where I played Genital Jousting before it was a full-fledged game. The party version of it was quite hilarious. But the creator of the game, mobile game Downwell, met him. He won an award that year too. That was crazy. I think he made that mobile game. I think it was 2 months or 2 weeks. I forget what it was, but solo developer made a blockbuster, simple platform blockbuster hit in like 2 week time. It was like, what the heck? But yeah, Downwell. Check him out. I don't think we're ever going to meet the Flappy Bird yet. But I remember when Xbox Live kicked on and everyone was like, oh my gosh, we can finally upload our games to a community and sell our games. That was like the first big major thing for independent developers. And that's what I was trying to get geared up for when that launched up. I was like, holy crap, here we go. Now we've been through the whole indie storm many times. So Colonel was in San Francisco and yeah. Probably thought it wouldn't be KFE Tom, the little like John Wayne and True Grit. Oh man, that's funny. Oh Mo, it's been good. Awesome. But the dude, the city itself was gnarly, very dirty. The first year San Francisco, first time I went there, I was like, dude, there's like all these little tied up bags everywhere. And my friend who's working for another company, but we met up with each other over there. He goes, yeah, dude, those are the dog bags. They put the dog poop in bags. I'm like, wait a minute, what? You mean the poop I'm seeing unwrapped is the human stuff? He's like, yeah. It's like, no way. It was rough. I wanted to buy someone a stinking blanket. But I don't know, that town fell apart. It's a house over there. Can't afford to live there anymore. I don't know. I never lived there. I just visited. But heck, places. I don't know. The Ghirardelli chocolate place. Everybody says, go to the chocolate factory. The bridge was cool to see. The Golden Gate. But yeah, I don't know. San Diego was cleaner by far. That was a little beach bum in Oceanside. It was nice. Carlsbad was a bit more uppity, snooty. I ran through La Jolla one time. That place was nuts. Like super expensive. The cliff beaches. Went to a couple of hippie drum circles over there. It was neat. There's what was their name? It was a Grateful Dead cover band that played in a club out there. I think it was after. I think it was in when I got to Florida. I started listening to comedian stand-up comedy a lot, and then I realized, holy crap! I could have been going to like Bobby Lee shows and all these other cool comedy clubs that were out there. It's like, oh man, totally missed that. I don't know. I've seen a couple of them now. Plan to see a couple more next week, guys. If I do an episode, it'll probably be a little bit later in the night than usual. I'm going to be checking out they got some orchestra out here that's doing a Lord of the Rings concert. So I got some tickets. I'm going to be running over and checking that out. I've been to a bunch of Final Fantasy concerts too, so I'm just one of those. I really like the music. You know, it's like modern day opera for me. Oh yeah. It'd be fun. Yeah. You know, you get that triumph dun 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 dun. I just can't wait to. I'm gonna be in there and be thinking the ticket, the hobbits to Isengard. So I don't know. All right, Mo Biggs, thanks for jumping in, dude. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. You have a good, safe weekend, sir. We'll see you around again, dude. Thanks. Excellent. But yeah. So I did get the grill somewhat done, didn't I? And then I got the lips done. I got some facial hair done. I'm working on some other hair here. Hair strandage. Again, the hand lighting that I do on just about everything is what I like to call just like local lighting, shape lighting, or the other word for it. I always forget this. Like ambient occlusion. So it's all the pockets and the areas where light usually doesn't reach, and it defines the shape in light that way. I usually use color to start coming in and adding directional light and stuff, but always keeping in mind where your directional light is coming from helps me like get that stuff in there. So if you're asking, like, how do you know which side of the line to put it on? You're working with light, then you put it on the side the light's facing or hitting, and then vice versa. Working with shadow, go the opposite way. If it's a rounded object and you're shading on the back side, think about bounce light. Is that curve picking up light from around the object and bending it around slightly? You know, little things, little taste of flavors and stizzle style. I tried. Couldn't burned on that one. Munto, Math Tutor, Pinhead, Prison Barber, Mother Lover. Yeah, I watched Hook too many times, guys. Is that why I like roast battles? It could be. I never really thought about that. But that whole scene in Hook where they're like calling each other names, dude, that was the old school rap battle. We're supposed to be getting really cold temperatures. Weather's supposed to be nuts over here. It's kind of nice in the beginning of the day. It was awesome. But it's got a little colder through the day. But cold for Florida is not nothing. Like bless you guys out there in other states having to deal with the snow. Be safe out there. I've driven in snow. I had a lot of fun when I was young driving in snow. Just be careful. Oh, my mom said like Kentucky was like 70 something the other day. I was like, really? That's nice. So I don't know. Mother Nature's gonna make up her damn mind. That or Mother Nature's going through menopause. Something's going on. Because the temperatures aren't making no sense. It's all like global warming. Oh, bud, if you were still around, I'd be getting a call from you after this show ends. The Earth has always changed temperature. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Get those sideburns. All right, I got all that going. I'll get the hair figured out in a sec. I'm moving back over here for this hour. For our second hour, we shall be working in the gross areas now. So blood eggs. These red spheres inside denethite within pockets. It's like a mosquitoes, how mosquitoes eat blood. Denethite has a way of taking that blood it absorbs from a host and condensing it, compressing it over time, and forming these blood eggs. And yes, that's how it seeds a host. So we got a stinger, we got egg sacs, and then yes, is going in his eye socket. Dun dun dun. So this area is like a tendon tissue, actually kind of going for almost like hair strands, but there's no end to them. It just kind of infinitely rolls, and there's so many of strands of hair that it's its own. Yeah, I think you get what I'm saying. If I wanted to make this look like smooth, there's ways I could do that with spherical highlights and a little bit smoother. I'll be drawing more lines in there to kind of get this nasty, hairy kind of texture. I haven't seen anything, or else I would be like, hey, you know what this looks like, or what this looks like. I guess I can, like a spool of yarn, but that's just around a cylinder. Now imagine that yarn or super thin thread, like hair strand thread, is wrapped around a donut shape. So the texture that would give is kind of what I'm going for here. But our donut shape is contractible, expandable. That's what the stinger's protruding from. So yeah, disgusting. It's the idea. Oh, I just did all this on the wrong layer. All the way up. Merge those. Bring those settings back. Keep on going. See, it's at that point. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. at the convergent point, it was like, does it have kind of like a nasty little lip or opening, or am I just going to run it through the hair strand donut? I don't know. I'm still trying to feel that out because it looks sick if it's protruding from something that, again, looks organic, fleshy tissue. I might just do that. Yeah. Okay. Some of the disgusting ideas that come out. Like, what's so disgusting about hair? It's kind of the mechanics going into the character or the creature design here. It's like, sounds disgusting. There's this special effects artist working. I think he's developing the first-person shooter game himself. He's got some messed up, crazy, awesome animation, though. He's working on a game called Ill. I'm going to try to find it. I've been following this guy for a lot of years now. And the graphics and how the detail of what he can do is just insane. I'm not going to go too full screen with any of this, but you guys could check out Ill gameplay trailer. But I've been watching him build up these models, these 3D composites that he's putting together, and to put them into what looks to be a super impressive first-person shooter is insane. But it's gross. Like, that's the whole thing, is like it's grossing you out with, of course, a violent body horror here, but I'm going to more like kind of going in that, but with the fantasy twist. It's not like it's not like it hasn't been done before, so I should be okay. Shouldn't be too grotesque here. When you think about other creatures or alien creatures, it's like, what other kind of materials, biomaterials, can you really use? And it's like, oh, go silicone. Oh, do all that. There's been things that have been done. There's things that haven't been done. But I wonder. The crazy thing is, the more abstract you go, the kind of the dumber it can come off. Or, they're just slapping things together. I like it when things have a biological cohesion. But as well, if you're designing characters for a narrative, keeping it interesting, you want that narrative or character design to show through, the clothes, the appearance. And again, like a creature, it'd be like their biome. Is it skin, scales, hair? Is it a mix of all of it? Silicone, rock bait, you guys are seeing that I'm playing around with a lot of those textures. But yeah, these body horrors coming up because it's the bad kind of setting up the bad guy substance here. The big baddie you're supposed to have a little natural aversion from. Like, I don't want that stuff on me. That looks icky. That's the idea. Is the idea I'm going for. If you think it looks pretty and all that, cool. I think one day, I was actually thinking, one day I'm going to try to sculpt some denethite. But I don't know if I'm going to do it in the 3D program or by clay. Doing it with a 3D program would allow me to 3D print them. If I did it in clay, I'd have to go pretty advanced, because if you guys see it, this denethite has tendrils and spikes and stuff. Things that if you try to make a mold and pull the sculpture out, it ain't gonna work. So I'd have to like chop up pieces and then mold those separately and then piece the model together. Oh, and on that, I saw this one Square Enix put it out to celebrate, I believe, their Pixel remaster, but they have a sculpture that I think costs $1,500. I'm not ever going to be able to afford that thing, but it comes to your house in a giant box, and you have to put it together. But it looks insane. I'm trying to pull it up right here. There was a couple news articles when the price dropped of it, but let's see. Let's get in there. So it comes to a big giant box. I think it stands like this tall, and that's from the floor. I'm sitting in a computer chair. It comes with all these little pieces. It was hand paint. I think each one is pretty much hand polished before it gets mailed to you. But whew, the detail in that thing is insane. But it's all magnets keeping it together, keeping all the pieces together. It's just putting the right piece in the right spot. But holy nuts, dude. It comes with like 3 Moogles, different headsets, different arm positions. See, it's just, oh goodness. Dude. Too expensive for me, but wicked cool sculpture. Why did I start talking about? Oh yeah, because I was thinking about sculpting denethite. Doing a really, I'm just trying to think what shape would I go for if I did it. Would it be one of these tentacle guys where you can kind of see more of the internal organics? I guess it would be cool to make it look like it's a severed piece of denethite, like something that was freshly cut off, so you can kind of see chunks and parts of it kind of dissected. You can kind of get the biologics inside of it. Yeah, I don't know. Just getting some ideas. Some post-fulfillment merch ideas. I think 80s Made was talking about making his loading lamp that he backed. It's going to be sending him a couple inserts with his lamp. That way he can do a clap on, or I think he wanted it Bluetooth connected. He's got his whole room set up with the Bluetooth lights. So I was like, yeah, I guess, yeah, you could do that if the lighting and all that fits in there. Yeah. So neato. People get to figure some cool things out. I think he was the one that actually was, hey, you should make a holder for your crystals. And what's funny is I think I've told the story before. I already had done that, but it was a big giant. It was a piece of driftwood, but it was a big stump, and it was, varnished and sealed. Wicked cool twisted shapes, and I just popped these real crystals into these drilled sockets and hollowed out the base and just wired everything up, and it was like one of those click switch on and off switches. It still works today. It's awesome. So I did a big one, and then he said that, and I was like, I can make some mini ones. And so, yeah, we did that for the campaign. I got a couple of those to make. All the materials are over there. So is the drill for it. So I didn't do it with the power drill, the first one. I've got one of the old school crank drills. And, man, the things you can do with that you can't do with a power drill, it's insane. How quick I was able to get one of those lamps all the holes drilled for that with that little hand crank. It was insane. Pretty cool. Yep. We just cross hatching. Sounds like I'm an experimental chicken farmer cross hatching. All my chickens are female. Life finds a way. So, what is the chat's opinion? Are birds dinosaurs? Did dinosaurs have feathers, or did they have scales? What's the definitive? I'm pretty sure a lot of people are claiming that the evidence is out that a lot of these things are giant chickens. So the little kid in Jurassic Park was kind of right, wasn't he? And I'm talking about the one in the very beginning. I'm not talking about Timmy. I'm talking about the little dorky one, the one that never grew. That show I talk about, Raising Hope. I think he was in that too, as a police officer, and I don't think he grew one bit. Looks like a giant turkey. The first Jurassic Park, you youngins. Do 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 do. I do got to take Dwight kayaking out here in Florida with the Gators. Get one of those safari hats. Clever girl. Tell him we're being hunted. Bring a little prosthetic arm. Throw it over his shoulder. Ah! He's not easy to scare. I don't know. Maybe he would be if it's an alligator potentially involved. Probably. You don't think birds are dinos? I don't know. Oh man, my neck is getting to me now. I gotta blend these blood egg sacs in with these hairy tendrils. So I'm gonna take these shapes. I'm gonna start wrapping some of these hairlines over these spheres or bulges. Let's see what happens. See if I can get a weird non-obscene. That doesn't look right. Uncanny Valley. We're gonna work on that. All right, because I want them to be under that, but I need them to kind of like pulse out, like they're swelling. So. Because I want a red glow coming up from underneath them. That looks a little confusing. We're working with it. Try to find new shit, and things sometimes work, sometimes not so much. This could turn out to look really funky, too funky. I like them chunky. What was that? Madagascar, that's what it was, yeah. Moto. God, it's been too long. I shouldn't remember those character names. I don't think I remember any of the other characters' names in that animation. But I remember Moto. Man, what did the guy in is it the Green Mile? You know, the big dude. Is he the one that voiced that hippopotamus Moto? I don't know. Or was it Ice Cube? I forget. It was funny. I also saw this little snippet. One of the comedians was talking. Was like, so I just came across this. What do you guys think? And I think it's well, it's obviously a person just like 18, 19 going, so what did you guys do without the, if you were trying to look for something, like who was the actor in that movie or did you guys just accept not knowing? We're there now, guys. Yeah, we're there now. Yeah, back then you just didn't know, and that was it. Kind of crazy. Gosh, there's a bunch of stories about the comedians telling stories. Yeah, well, my dad told me this all growing up, and then later on in life, I revealed that that's the way I thought, and someone said, no, that's not it at all. Damn your dad. I can't surface any of them. If I could, I'd tell you. Got nothing right now, but they're out there. It's fun. I'm sure some of you have your own. So see, you can see the bulges, and I'm going to have a little bit of red glows underneath. There's also some exposed blood eggs around the perimeter of the hairy donut. So I do have some areas where I can show them, so you see the red glow underneath the hair texture, but you'll also be able to see the exposed ones too, to make that connection, as well as the little egg sacs here too. So yeah, what we got? We're gonna make it. I don't know how far we're gonna get there, but we're gonna get there. I am running out of things to talk about at this point where I'm starting to talk about that stuff, but it's always fun. I'll find something. If I jump around, I'd be jumping around to that face, but I think I'll jump back into these execs here. I just need coffee at 9:24. It's probably true. I'm sipping on some soda right now. I drank coffee earlier. Yep. All right. So, there we go. Oh, God. No, I was joking. I'm not, sister. No, sirree. Coffee this late at night? On a Friday? Yeah. It's when you find that game you haven't beat for a minute. Kind of put on the side. You said one day. But I've already beaten all my games. And I still got a lot of work to do. We're only a few pages left. Yeah. Don't go crazy. I'm telling y'all, don't go crazy. You know, I'm already there. But don't go like breaking your keyboards or anything. Yeah. Sounds like it's time for a new game. Anything look good? I said the other day I'm kind of looking. I've heard. I've heard for a while now that there's this Kingdom Come Deliverance game that's going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch. So and apparently it's next month when it comes out. So those are the rumors. I don't know if anything official. It's not looking good because usually when things make a release, you know, a month out, a couple months out, they're doing some marketing. But I haven't seen anything. I've already played that and beat that on the PC. It's a good game, good fun, you know, medieval simulator. No magic system. It's not a fantasy. It's based on historical situations there in God, where is it? I think it's Bolivia, old medieval Bolivia. Mahalo! How you doing, Unhinged? Good to see you, bro. Yeah. Mahalo. To see you. But yeah, it's a really fun game. Like when you first start playing that game, it's you kind of think, oh man, the controls suck. I can't do anything. I keep losing at everything. Yeah, you're a peasant. You're like a 22, 23-year-old peasant kid in medieval Bolivia. Like, you're not really good yet. So the whole first part of the game kind of threw a lot of people off, but it's asking you to accept the difficulty in the role play for the sake of the realism. Once you get out into the open world and you level up, dude, it's awesome. The combat system, I liked it. I like it. I don't think it's clunky. I think it's clunky in the right spots. Just like real, like, you know, combat, especially when you're switching the type of weapons and stuff. Yeah, I think it's awesomely done game. The word that I heard was that the team that got The Witcher 3 on the Switch, which got a lot of praise, were the ones that are supposed to be dealing with this port. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's the Switch will probably be the worst system to play that game on, though. So, in my opinion, if you get the choice of PC, Switch, or I think it's on PS2 or PS5 or I believe it's on PS4, Xbox, and all that. So, and yeah, playing with a controller is a bit easier. I remember doing that. Playing the PC version with my keyboard was like, it's a little awkward. The combat system mainly is what it boils down to. I haven't played video games in years, but if I did, I'd go PC. Yeah. It's for me, it's the customization. A lot of games now allow you to do mods, you know, really kind of Customize your experience. I'm well versed in Skyrim or Morrowind, basically Elder Scrolls mods, all that. It's fun to play around with things like that. But yeah, a lot of my playing time now is right before bed. Not much time during the day at all. You know, or like I'm usually drawing on this. Sometimes you just get it. Stick to it. So yeah, a lot of I've been doing a lot of replays and stuff. Even when I get that, even if it does come out and I do get it, I'm probably not going to get too much time playing on it. I've got a lot of these crystals molding and the daggers to get going. That way, all that stuff is ready by the time the printer is done, and then package that all up for fulfillment. Get it going. Yeah, Collision Bomb's right there. Yeah, if you get a PC, go download our prototype, yo. Have some fun with it. Let us know what you think. Like I was saying at the beginning of this show, what you'd be playing isn't the current version. The current version is nuts. It's still a good introduction to what direction we're going to with the mechanics of the RPG. You could see kind of in the turn swing of a basic, turn-based system where we're going to be putting this actiony, like super punch-up mechanic. You can kind of see where we're doing that. We didn't put everything in that Steam build. Man, our current build, which we have played on stream before. We did show you guys episodes back. I forget which one it was. We showed you all the full system, the updated version. Of course, they didn't have all the sprites for the two side characters, but you did get to see them sitting there breathing, jumping in, making the enemies making decisions and turn breaking or blocking us as we were them. So then all the different, right now the spells are just different colors. It's basically the same effect, just different styles, but the functions are that's one of our next steps, is to get all the spell functions built. They're already listed, and I've paper tested a lot of them. We need to get them into the game systems so we can start doing some boss and enemy designs. And the plan to reveal certain things over gameplay is really what controls the pacing of all that. So yeah, woohoo, we're getting there. But yeah, let's see. My friends and I played GoldenEye like crazy when 64 came out, but I wasn't a big Zelda fan at the time. I don't think I was a Zelda fan at all back when I was that young, or back when that came out. But man, when I got Ocarina of Time and played that was done. I was a Zelda fan ever since the Ocarina. I recently replayed that. I think was it right before I launched the book campaign last year. I think is when I beat my most recent playthrough of that. Oh, they don't make them like that anymore. Oh no, Joe had some Catapano had some words to say about the new Tears of the Kingdom Legend of Zelda game. He loved Breath of the Wild, but he did not like Tears of the Kingdom very much. So I actually have not played it. I kind of see everyone building everything. But then I saw one review that was like, Tears of the Kingdom has the story and all of the mechanics and stuff that Breath of the Wild didn't. And I'm like, man, now I'm getting conflicting, reports. But I don't know. I trust Joe knows what he's saying, but he also loves those he loves those Dark Souls, Demon Souls. He loves the difficulty kicking the nuts over things. So he wants you to earn the gameplay. It's like, I don't know. I wanted to play Ghost of Tsushima, and then he said, dude, play oh God, what is that one? It's not Ghost of Tsushima. It's I'm sorry, you guys know it was the competitor for that one. From Software designed it to. Joe actually did a concept design for a contest for that one. I'm going to think about it here in a second. But it was the other, the swordplay and that's awesome game. So can't believe I'm forgetting the name of it. And it's on the tip of my tongue too. It's not Ghost of Tsushima. Anyway, yeah. I might enjoy. He basically said Tears of the Kingdom was, if you like the sandboxy, I'm just gonna let my imagination build things. It's pretty cool. But this other reviewer that I watched, he was like, the story is more full, the towns are bigger. Like it feels like the guy said that the new game felt more complete, and that it made Breath of the Wild feel more like a testing ground for what they had in mind for Tears of the Kingdom. So I don't know. And I'm pretty sure there's not a demo, but if there was, I'm pretty sure it'd be like, build this, and build this. Quick cutscene. Thank you for playing. And I wouldn't really get to know what it was doing. Ghost of Tsushima. What was the other one? I can't believe I'm forgetting it because I've got it. I've played it. It's hard, but it's very fast, very fun. But I don't know. I like it. It's been a long time over the last say 8 years where playing games for me has turned into, look at how they did this. Look at how they built that. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta admit, it takes the fun out of getting lost in the worlds when you start understanding how they're put together. It's kind of hard to fall for the illusion. And I don't know if that's a lot of what even the public are starting to feel about media now. Maybe that's a little bit of what we're talking about. The tools are becoming so widely available for people just to dip their toes in. I don't know. I know I keep talking some smack about AI, but I don't know if AI wasn't around, if I would be pushing so hard to make my artwork as much as I can. I'm really trying to put my best into this to be like, AI can never take me out. I'm trying to convince myself of that. So we'll see. So far, so good, though. But it's only a matter of time, I think. But I do think, is it worth still doing? Of course it is. I think anyone who wants to learn to be creative, dude, get into it and just don't be afraid to screw up. That's the only way you get better, is by screwing up, learning why. And a lot of times it's not a screw up. dude, I must suck at art if you do it wrong in art. There are no wrong answers in art. Yeah, there are. It's context, time and place. Where is the art piece? What's it for? Is it technically achieving the job that it was commissioned for? Those things. As far as aesthetics, I mean, you can try to do Picasso style if you can find a good angle with it. But convincing people that it's worth their money to invest in that anymore, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. I see some people out there trying to make a living off of doing graphic art, but kind of more against the grain. So graffiti stuff, but man, this guy's got this big channel, secret identity, knows how to fly his drone around to film his, his tags. But I'm thinking all of this cool promotion and build up for his videos. And then what you see are just symbols. They're just glyphs, and they're not even fancy glyphs. They're pretty simple, standard, almost rune simple glyphs that I guess if you're a fan of what he's doing, what they're doing, then you understand, you know the meaning of the glyphs. If you don't, they just, okay, all that work, all of that setup. I don't know. Seems like a waste for, to me. But I don't know. Maybe like it's profound when you translate it. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. Dude. I don't know. I mean, when you get into contemporary art, I really do wonder if that is a clear angle where AI it may naturally be producing, just out of its hallucinations, some really experimental screwy looking art that no one's seen before, but I doubt it. I haven't seen anything from AI yet that made me go, there's that picture that went around that was like, there are no actual objects in this image. It looks like there could be, that if you stare hard enough into it, you'd be able to find like that's a blanket, or that's a stuffed animal, or this is a jewelry case. But no, you look at it and it's just random information where our brains kind of just fill in the blank. It's wild to see that, but I don't know. You're not going to see an AI go into a contemporary art museum and put up a urinal. There was that famous artist who, put a, bathroom urinal in his exhibit space in this museum, and people thought it was genius. It's wild. Remember, Picasso could paint realism. In fact, that's what he was really good at it. I think somewhere along the line he understood that the amount of work he was putting in wasn't selling canvases. There's also this something I noticed when going to Michael's all the time, or Hobby Lobbies and stuff. Start to see in their home decor stuff that they're pre-framed paintings, their own Thomas Kincaid made for mass production home decor paintings. They were very simple paintings, even like palette knife paintings on white canvas, like that's all it was. but it matched the colors used in the painting were the colors of the throw pillows or the colors of the vases, all on the shelf. And it's like, if you want your home to look like it matches, buy all these things. And I started to think, I was like, well, yeah, I know when art collectors are like buying paintings for their houses, they want it to do something. Some people want it to clash. Some people want it to blend in. I've never tried to create anything based on a room's color theme, but I think there was an element to that where Picasso or any of the others, like even guys like, I hate bringing up his name, but Jackson Pollock or Andy Warhol, even more. That dude was weird. They just trying to do something different for the sake of shock value, because it gains attention. That's, and marketing and attention is part of how you're letting people know you're here, so they can know your art's there, so then they can buy it. And man, if you're part of that snooty crowd, this cubism is genius. It's like he's unlearning, which he has learned. Come on. There's a lot of him doing one of his paintings, and what it looks like is looks like a child picking up fat brushes with a random, and it's not a random color. He's using a color for a reason, but he's coloring like a kid. There is no real control except for the control to make a mark. And then it's like he changes up his whole idea in the middle of the painting, just like a child does. And yes, is that breaking the conventions of modern acceptable art? Sure. But I think he's having a laugh at it. I think he's laughing in your face if you sit there and go, oh, I think he's having a go at you. But just me. I think some other people share the same opinion, but art's a weird one. Performance art is so weird, and that one could get dark. I know around 2016, everyone was looking up Marina Abramovich and talk about some, weird performance art there. I don't know. Performance art being like you're in public and you're trying to kind of gain a crowd. And I don't mean the sword swallows from earlier. I mean like, people wanting to do drama pieces or shock pieces in public. It's wild. Some of those things are interesting. I mean, there's this guy who you can look this stuff up on YouTube. I think there's a video compilation of it, but a guy had put up in a YouTube or not a YouTube, but an internet forum that he was going to stay a whole month in a room in a little flat and stay there for a month. He could go to the bathroom, he could eat, but he had rigged a paintball gun in the room that had fish oil yellow paintballs in it that was controlled by anyone who logged on the web page and could shoot him, control the gun and shoot him with the, and he had to stay there for 30 days with it filling up with fishy oil smelling paintballs in this room. He started getting sick after a while, and he claims that it officially gave him PTSD just doing that. But that's his stunts were endurance stunts. Art's a weird thing, man. And I do think there are dark arts. Like there are ways of expressing yourself that I don't really know if it's healthy that people should express that way, just because you could doesn't mean you should kind of context, because who knows where your bounds end up breaking after that. So I don't know. I see some crazy stuff people do in those performance art pieces. It's nuts. Oh, I kind of get the same feeling like if you've ever seen a suspension show, where people do the piercings and they put the hook through their backs or their kneecaps and they swing off. Oh, no. No, I might show Dwight some of that next Thursday. He'll freak out on that. Be like, oh no. I'm having fun finding those little videos on the spur of the moment and showing them. It's been fun. And yeah, I mean, how do you guys like the kind of the new format we've been throwing out there? Little goofy, a little laid back, but then on Friday night you get me sitting here drawing and cross hatching. Yeah. I don't know. It's been helping our watch hours or watch numbers. So yeah, this panel's looking awesome. Thank you, Shadow Punk. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, we got 10 minutes going. It's looking cool. When I get all the line art in and I start adding more of the slime discharge, I can't wait to start getting the colors in here because we're inside. We're getting the viewpoint of what he's seeing inside this thing. Our camera is in an impossible view, probably right here. So, but on the inside, I want it to look real nice. But if you guys can see what's going on in the page, and I may be adding, may do a couple small panels. I don't know if I'm going to yet, but yeah, he's going to be, we got Nightmare Eater down here, going to be raising him up into the air. As well. I gotta change what Tentacle is doing that because I think that's that's the wrong Tentacle. But yeah, at least for here, I got to change the angle here instead of it disappearing back in here. It needs to come off over here to connect to the left Tentacle here. But yeah, it's one of the easier pages that I have left. So I'm really excited to be moving along on that. More than likely, it's going to be close to finished by next week. And no, this isn't like the last one. It's just a lot of Denethite, and I'm in a roll on that stuff. So, and of course, you see, I've already been kind of rolling up this one. But a lot of the floor here isn't Denethite. If you guys remember in those past pages, we got kind of like this thatchy floor. So that's going to be filling up a lot of the space in this big panel, kind of trimmed around with some Denethite. If you see here how I'm kind of overlapping, the sleeve over, but it'll be Denethite from this this back final panel rolling up on it. I want to change these streaks here. I think I'm wanting to put a more like slime throw look to them again to kind of accentuate we're inside something that's mucusy and nasty. But yeah, that's the plan for that. Not much else. I think that's it. I'm going to try to get some of this stuff textured up before we get out of here tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hoping everyone's weekend's going good. Stay creative out there. There's some cool books. Let's go check them out again. Wesley Edwards, go check out his YouTube channel. He's been getting out there, getting around, interviewing some guys. He's got some Philip K. Dick material on his website you can go check out. Real nice guy. Very cerebral in his subject matter. It's real cool to talk to a real heady conversationalist. It's fun. So go check him out over there. He does great interviews. So yeah, check him out. Joe's been doing some shows too, so go show him some love. Italian bastard. I could just say you have a bit of a twisted mind. What did I do now? Well, you got, it's fantasy. You got to be Gotta be a little twisted with it. You talking about Joe? I know, it looks disgusting, doesn't it? Like, I just hope I'm using the twisted mind in a constructive way. There's no point to having that kind of imagination if you can't, do something with it constructive. I don't know. I had some buddies that worked that still do movie makeup for. He did Benjamin Button. He worked on one of the Hobbit movies, but he was also in my my art classes in high school. Really cool dude. So yeah, we all were big fans of Day of the Dead and the old zombie movies and the zombie makeup and the orc makeup. And Jason made me, Mongoose, and a few others, like some orc. We were like made up as Lord of the Ring orcs for Halloween. It was cool. Jason was a really talented horror movie makeup artist. Real fun. Yeah, I've said this before. Weta Workshop for me was a really cool idea. If I ever got a job over at Weta Workshop, they're the guys that did all the armor and all the swords and the prop making for Narnia, Lord of the Rings, a bunch of IPs. But dude, out there in New Zealand, just be fun to work with some of the Smiths. And I mean the chainmail alone, I've made chainmail before. It takes a lot of time and it messes with your hands. You get callous pretty quick. But one ring after another for good. I think the Lord of the Rings, just had 2 chainmail guys for the whole production. So I don't know. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it was it. All right. 3 minutes to go, and I don't think I'm going to get too much further on here. So we'll just do some busy work texturing. Guys, go check out the links in the description. If you're not followed with me or whatever, subscribed, go ahead and do that. Most thing we do here is just keep drawing crazy, weird stuff, and eventually I might start. I've got this idea. I'm trying to figure out how to work it with you guys, like how to communicate it with you. Could I help you if you're working on? If you ever wanted to do a book or start writing on something or designing something, can I help you get started, in a very general way? Can I be like, here's how I go about starting world building from scratch. I start thinking about scenes or a particular character archetype or theme itself and think about how that theme or idea could be seen in a scene, like how it could be, captured on camera. What would that look like in the theaters or, in its medium, right? Just start building these ideas that maybe if I get something set up, I can have something pretty organized and help people be more creative and just push their ideas beyond a basic, starter idea. Oh, I really want to do this. And then you just kind of stop, like twist the imagination, get weird, get creative with it. Even my stuff, it's like, as weird as I wanted to be, I still landed on monkeys. It's a pretty conventional thing, but I pointed their ears, I gave them some spots. They're not really they're not monkey feet. They're actually kind of human hand proportions, so there's hints there. There's reasons I've designed them that way, but you guys will figure them out as the story unfolds. Maybe not this first book, but you get what I'm saying. But guys, thank you all so much for sticking around. It's been a lot of fun doing these 2-hour streams. I get a lot more out of them. I get a lot more work, and I think it allows everyone to kind of come in, right in the last bit. I get to say hi to everybody. Am I related to HR Gear? No, I am not. But I do did dig his art. Still do. Can I just say you have a bit of a twisted mind? Yeah. But yeah, dude, been right in with conceptual. Yeah, man, it's that's what I've done. I always like just doing stuff like it. So any way I can help other people get better, but we'll figure that out. I've got, like I said, I got some ideas. I don't know what's good, but this is all going to happen after book is fulfilled. I'm just getting some ideas, trying to evolve things. If you're not evolving, you're dying. If you're not changing, you're dying. You're not living. Oh, Hockey, hi, how are you? It's good to see you, sir. So now you will finish. Yeah. No, hold on, Hockey, since you just jumped in. And yeah, hold on. A couple of you guys. I forgot. So hold on. Let's see. I want to show you the last page. We did finish it. Yay. And I'll show you the page I was just working on too, Hockey. But yeah, we got this page done. Yeah. If you guys saw the post I made about it. Sorry, I didn't mean to screw up the algorithm on it. I tried to make an edit where I took out the hashtags just to see what would happen. And I think I bumped the levels on the image a little bit. But yeah, that kind of screwed my ratios up on that. But yeah, that's the page finished. Woohoo! But yeah, suck it AI, suck it Shad. But yeah, this is the new page we're working on right now. Oh, and it's having fun with me. Remember that button I told you guys about that I keep hitting? And so if I go to this page, I can do the zoom, right? You saw that. If I click over here, my tool is now white for just this file, and I can't do anything in it. So it's fun. Yay! Gotta love technology. Anyway, guys, that's our episode for the day. You guys have a good weekend. Hockey, sorry, man. We love you. There's the whole watch back through, though. You could do that. Guys, go check out Hockey's channel, too. Shadowpunk, if you got any links or anything for your for Shadowpunk, you need to, let's see. Hold on. We haven't been dropping any wrenches in a while. I think people wanted to kind of be more careful with their wrenches, but I was pretty sure I give Shadowpunk a wrench. If I didn't, we're going to do it now, and then you can start putting some stuff in if you wanted to, throw your links in, something like that. Help people find your comic book. Can remove chat. Yeah, you're good. All right. So, and on this channel, when you get wrenched,
talk to me that wrench.
Yeah. So thank you guys. At 3 times speed. Yeah, do a replay at 3 times speed. It's probably faster, or the way I talk when I'm drawing, it probably goes normal speed. But yeah, guys, have a good one. We love you. We'll see you next week. Like I said, Friday of next week, I'll probably be going live a little bit later. If I do a show at all, I'll let you guys know Thursday. But yeah, we love you. Have a good one. We're gonna play the trailer. Bye.